Well, hey guys, I'm back. It's me. And this is the first, I guess called a soft relaunch of Whose Side Are You On podcast, which I used to do a segment called Whose Side Are You on my channel, this channel, Reality of Christopher. So the other day I mentioned that. But before we get into all that, let me just say hi to whoever's here. There's a couple of people here. Say hello if you are here. I appreciate it. Let me know. Um, because I'm having a hard time seeing my thing. Anyway, um, if you haven't hit the like, subscribe, all that button, all that YouTube stuff, please do all that. And like I said, this is going to be Whose Side Are You On Salt Lake because Salt Lake City did come back. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about Whose Side Are You On. I haven't done it in a while. And I said this the other day that I'm going to bring it back as the podcast. I'm going to keep it on YouTube, but I'm also going to put it on podcast channels, platforms, like Spotify and all that, where the other one was. So don't mind my voice either, too. It's like really scratchy. So on Friday, I am coming back with Erin, Erin D. That she used to do Whose Side Are You On with me before. And I can't see the comment section, guys, for some reason. I'm just trying to put one in there. Yeah. So Friday, I'm going to make the thumbnail for it. I'm going to schedule it. We're going to do Whose Side Are You On. I haven't. We're not going to do I'll probably do Salt Lake, but we're all going to do the other. Hey Shay. The other feuds that are going on in Bravo Land, and that's what Whose Side Are You On is for. So it's the week's biggest feud. I can't. The week's biggest feuds that we are going to discuss. I'm going to bring both sides. I promise this year I will be fair. I'm going to bring both sides. I'm not going to be biased until the end. I will tell you whose side I'm on. What I also do is polls during the week on social media with the polls asking whose side you guys are on. So that's whose side you guys will be on. And I will have a guest with me hopefully every week. Erin was my guest every week, co-host when I was doing it before, but since it's also going to be a podcast, I'm going to switch it up. And Erin is not, she doesn't want to be full time. Like, you know what I mean? I want to have other people on too. So we always bring different perspectives because that's what I like to do. And yeah, so we'll be talking about that. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I was going to schedule it soon, so that way I have time to get the word out. Sorry, my eyelashes. To get the word out, and we can start doing that. I want to do it like 2 or 3 times a week. Trying to get into doing this more, because it's fun. And I have a hard time recapping, so I don't really want to just be another recap podcast show. Like, it's not that I did it anyway. I have a hard time doing it. My memory sucks. Even when I have notes in front of me, it's hard. But I do have a good, hey, Terry, what I am good at is arguing. No, just kidding. Arguing sides, I should say. No, I'm going to bring both sides, And then, like I said, we'll tell you whose side we're on at the end. I'll give you the polls and all that. So, yeah. This one I did Heather and Whitney. This is the second episode of Salt Lake City. And I know I'm going to do a lot of them, Shay. I'm going to pull up me and Ern's Whose Side Are You On from last season. I say last year, because we did it through a couple different Housewives shows and stuff, like as the seasons were going and shows like that, Southern Terminal. So it'll be fun. Shay, what are you watching, by the way? Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm going to do like a rapid fire round of like Whose Side Are You On, because I'm also going to drop the call-in link too. But so we see this week. All right, so I'm going to do the Salt Lake City episode, because first when I watched this, I was kind of like, I'm not really on Heather's side. I'm just really not on Heather's side. This is my living room. No, I don't think I've never been in this room doing this before. I was in the dining room before. This is my living room, and the wall, it's blue. And I am usually doing everything in gray and black. And one day I looked around, and I was like, holy crap, it's way too dark in here. And I did this ugly ass color blue. But when I get the house redone, that's going to go. And then I decided to do matching my couch mattresses. It was a whole thing. Yeah, I got in the color for about 2 or 3 days. And then I looked around and I was like, well, that was a manic episode. And now look at my house. My dining room is purple, by the way. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, but thank you. It does look nice, actually. Now, like now, when I look at it through here, it really looks nice, right? I know, right? Would you say recaps? I don't have to. Oh, you just do recaps. I got you. Oh, how's your house too? By the way, we gotta talk. I want to talk about this right now. But how's your house, by the way? I know you moved and everything. And I'm not on Instagram. I got kicked off. I'm trying to get back in. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm gonna get back in. Shouldn't be much longer. But yeah, I feel like I'm so out of the loop. I don't know what anybody's doing. I miss everybody. I only get to see you guys coming here. But like I need to, yeah, I need to. I mean, but this is gone. I mean, like when I do episodes, there. I mean, apparently people are watching them. It's getting way better. I'm getting the more I put my thumbnails on all the social media platforms, I'm getting more subscribers and more people are showing up. But the thing is, I don't know. Let me know if you are getting notifications, if you even realize if you're getting them or not, because I feel like everybody that watches my replays and stuff, I don't know why people aren't getting my maybe they're not getting my notifications. I don't know. Like I said, guys, if you haven't do that subscribing thing, I mean, when you hit notifications, hit all, because just in case I am shadow banned, just in case the harsh reality, my evil twin that used to be that took over and got in trouble on my channel, remember her, the harsh reality, just make sure, okay, you are getting them, make sure yeah, you hit all, because the harsh reality, the evil witch, the wicked witch of the west, she's no longer here on Reality of Kristen Marie, you know, the good witch. So I don't want to be punished for her past mistakes. You know what I'm saying? The new, I'm not her. Anyway, so we get up to that. I'm going to get into this episode because I was annoyed by, I'm not really annoyed by Meredith and Lisa's talk, because I feel like it was as honest as it could be with them walking, you know, them walking in, going for a walk and saying they're going to resolve their differences. I feel like they're really doing this because they have to film together. Do you really think that these people would forgive each other in real life? And I don't know about Lisa and Meredith, because you know, the way Lisa's standing there listening to, it's Meredith basically trying to apologize again and move forward. And Lisa's kind of just looking at her. And I'm like, well, first I'm looking at the outfits. I can't take the outfits, but it's like it's like motocross. I can't. It's very comical, but the sunglasses and all. But like Meredith is the one that apologized. And I know she's saying we both had things we regret, said things we regret, blah, blah, blah. I was all on Meredith's side when Lisa had her little like hot drink, mic drop moment, hot mic moment. What am I trying to say? Hot mic moment. How embarrassing. Hot mic moment. I was like, what a bitch. You're never gonna be my friend again. I would never forgive you. But because they have to film the show, I feel like this is what we're gonna have to deal with. So if I had to pick a side with them two, which that's not what we're talking about, it would have been Meredith if she didn't go and back Jen Shah last season blindly, like ridiculously, and like kind of team up with Heather. That doesn't mean I'm on Heather's side or anything. Or not on Heather's side. I'm just saying. I just feel like that was ridiculous. And then, I'm excited for her son to go on a mission. I feel like when he says to his mom, Lisa and John, my parent, like I'm nothing like used to. Like I'm not like you guys. I feel like that's a good thing. In his eyes, I feel like he's a more grounded individual. Like the fact that he's going on a mission and he wants his parents really wanted nothing. He didn't want them to have anything to do with it. He did it all without them. And that's, to me, like, it's nothing wrong with Lisa and the way she's parenting. But, you know, I'm just kind of proud of the kid because he did this on his own. And I hope she's really proud of him. And that's going to bring me into the Heather and Whitney thing, because it started with me with watching that conversation, right? All proud of them. And then seeing Heather and Whitney meet up, and I'm like, okay, again, if they didn't have to film, do you really think these two would be friends again? I don't think they'd be friends again. Okay. Because Whitney is questioning Heather about not inviting her to like a certain event or something, the reservations about Lisa or something like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Angie K. We start talking about Angie Harrington. No, Angie K. I liked Angie K. I didn't like what she had done. I don't like what Jen Shah did to her, throwing her shoes overboard. But the fact that I had no idea, like that she went after Heather in the end, was a good thing. But anyway, Heather wants to go and say that she doesn't understand that. Well, Tim's Lisa thing first. She doesn't understand why Lisa's son is going on the mission, and she's very judgmental about it. She's saying that Lisa doesn't act like Monica needs to spill the tea. I know. Hello, by the way. Yeah, she does need to spell the thing. Yeah, we'll get into that too. But first thing for Heather and Whitney, first of all, Heather, talking about the mission with John, that for one is nothing that Lisa, I know I can't stand Lisa Barlow either. Mary Crosby gives me life too. Candor, I agree. She gives me life too. Lisa Barlow is a little, she's just not all there. She's just not present because she had no idea what was going on with her son. The thing with the ring, I don't, listen, why did you take a picture with the ring? Okay. First of all, before you lost the ring, what was the deal with the picture? Why did you take a picture of that ring? I don't understand. Okay. That's one thing. But Mary gives me like her rolling her eyes and everything that gave me life. But when Heather wants to sit there and talk about Lisa's son and the mission, and like, first of all, you have no room to talk about anybody being a bad Mormon. Just because you admit it doesn't mean it's okay. You're still Mormon. That whole paying thing that she talked about, yeah, that thing. I was just going to bring that up. That has something to do with her not taking her name off of that list. I believe I heard. I think allegedly. Another thing is too, do you think Monica even had the ring? Where did that ring go? Because Heather, why was Heather even, again, you guys are gonna realize I'm not on Heather's side, but why was Heather in the bathroom just like sitting there like crouched down, acting like she didn't help look for it? She knew that Lisa was freaking out. I just don't understand why Lisa took a picture with that ring to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But Heather to sit there and talk to Whitney, and Whitney played that part. When Whitney was sitting there talking to, she's like, you know, how do you feel about it? About John going on a mission, blah, blah, blah. And Whitney's like, I'm just being supportive. She was not taking the bait with Heather. She wasn't going to talk shit with Heather. She wasn't going to let that happen again. Because we saw what happened with, we saw what happened. Heather and her are not going to be friends again. Whitney and her, it just doesn't, that very first conversation, Heather still doesn't understand what she did to Whitney. And I don't understand, like, Whitney is just playing it the right way. She's being supportive of Lisa because Lisa's her friend. And she's not going to be judgmental about the mission thing. And Heather, just because your mission was one way doesn't mean, like, you're a very strange Mormon to me. I know nothing really, like, a lot. I'm not a Mormon. I'm not anything. I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. But from the way you talk, like, it just doesn't, you just don't make any sense. Like, I just don't feel like you're just a very strange Mormon. So for you to judge anybody's Mormonism and how you went on your mission and what you wore, you didn't wear underwear, and to say somebody peaked in high school, isn't that what she said? She said that about Angie K peaking in high school, about being the funny girl or something like that. Like, you're just a mean girl. You always have been. You're judgmental. You're still a Mormon. That whole thing, Heather, like, you had the third season curse. Like, you actually second season, because you kind of sucked then too. But that whole thing, and then I was mad at Whitney. I thought it was wrong. Okay, now this is where in the very beginning I was on Whitney's side. I was on Heather's side. When Whitney invited Angie, I must have missed that whole first conversation. I'm not missed it, but listening to them. And when she said the reason she didn't like Angie, I was like, wait, why? Because she told the truth? Because you were kissing Jen Shah's ass and she wasn't? Like, the only thing that's bothering me about Angie is her sunglasses this year. I just can't stand her sunglasses. Are you talking about this, Whitney? That's what somebody was about to spill, wasn't it? On the upcoming thing. We're not going to talk. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about it, but I don't know. The fact that Heather does not want Angie there. First of all, Heather, she's part of the cast. I believe that Angie, she's not a friend of. I think she's full time. She's going to be on cast trips. Heather, you don't have a choice. Your mean girl bullshit is just not working anymore. Like, you are just, I don't call you a mean girl. You're a bitch. You're just like you talk about somebody's son, and he's a good kid. Like, I don't know if you're trying to diss Lisa or trying to diss her parenting, or you're trying to diss John, or you're trying to diss Jack. I don't know. But Heather's right. I mean, I'm sorry. God, no. Whitney is right. You really shouldn't be saying anything about anybody being a bad Mormon. This is supposed to be your friend, right? So whatever your issue is, Heather, I kind of just don't, I wish you weren't there anymore. And I wanted to get rid of Whitney last year too. I did. Because she was annoying. I just didn't like her chasing around Meredith. This is weird because, like, when she was chasing around Meredith and she's like, why are you in this and all drunk at that place when Shah was still there, trying to say that like Meredith somehow called the FBI and all that crap. I'm just like, you were dumb. Like you were just stupid. You're just not there. And that too. What is wrong? Yeah, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there with Angie. Okay, can I at first when she was in second, when she was telling us about she meets this hot guy, he can do her hair and all this stuff. And I'm like, and then they have all these businesses, blah, blah. And she talks about that, blah, blah, blah. And they talk about the kid. And then she goes, oh, and then there's my husband. Time for him. But they're the same person, right? Her business partner, her husband. They're all the same person. Because she's like, I don't have time for him, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, you just named all the things that you do with him. You have all these businesses. He's your business partner, blah, 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 blah. So what? You just don't have sex? I mean, I don't understand. What don't you have time for? Why is he last on the list? Like, why is he last on the list? He's not, because he's your business partner and you're with him every day. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that's true? And if that's true, I wanted her too. So, whoever you are, I love you, Candor. You're this first time you've been in my life, maybe. But I love you because I agree with you. We are. Yes, it's she's having a hard time thinking that her son, Heather the same way. Heather's having a hard time. Heather has no right. But I hope that Lisa and John, I'm sure John's very proud of. I'm sure they're both very proud of their son. And I just think Heather needs to shut up about it. I think that Lisa was surprised. She thought all that, like, I'm starting to realize that. I think she started all the like junk food that she was feeding him and like thinking him like giving him a car and all that stuff. When he said he was going to skip college, she really thought that she had her son, like he was going to be just like her. And I don't want to like point this out, but kind of like Meredith's son, kind of just. I love Brooks. I love Meredith kids, but I feel like they want to be on TV and Jack doesn't. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess, right? But I don't know. And then saying how like Heather sitting there talking about her experience as a Mormon, going on that mission, and how she wore the undergarments ever since. I'm like, I don't believe her. Do you believe her? I don't believe her. And that death oath thing and the church ceremony is a secret. Like what? Like what are you doing? You're throwing the Mormon church under the bus. I mean, not that they're not already on the bus, but you know what I mean? I'm glad that Mary's back. I'm so glad that we weren't, not we, because I did not drag Mary last year. I thought the people in social media that were trying to find that, I want to talk about that bag thing, because that I saw it a totally different way. But yeah, Heather she speculates about, what's going to happen to Jack when he comes home and like what should she expect. And I'm just like, I think she knows her kid. Like now she does, at least. You know what I mean? Like I think at least better than you. He's not you, Heather. He's probably not going around saying people peaked in high school and like saying mean shit like that their whole life. He's probably not going to marry somebody that's just for the church. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not you. Okay. Now, I wanted Angie H too. I think she's coming, right? Is she going to be on the show? I don't think she is. I wanted Angie H too. I did want both of them, but something about Angie K's sunglasses, and I think her life's great and all. I think you're right about her husband. I think we might be right about her husband. There might, exactly. And that dog, was that a real dog? That was a real dog in their bed, right? And a kid, a big 11-year-old, a child, and a small adult. Why? He's so hot too. Like, I don't get it. I don't get that part. And yeah, like the thing about too with Monica buying the bag, I didn't feel bad at that moment for her. I thought when she was doing that, it just sounded like a rich girl problem to me. Not that there's anything wrong with rich girl problems, but like, I don't think you're broke. I don't think you're poor. You probably get child support. I think because you left her, I think you get you have a lifestyle that you're not a poor person. Like, you know what I mean? You're not poor. And I don't think that scene was just authentic. The sentiment behind it is great if you weren't talking about going in and buying a Louis bag because you're trying to impress some rich people. Like, I get it. Like, if you're, I don't know, in a whole other not situation, but like this, like you're on the Housewives. whether you slept with like Jim, whatever, Bob, Harry's sister's husband, this one, that one, I don't really care. That means nothing to me. I mean, they're all effed up. Everybody's effed up. So like, I think that's something, I don't know. I need to hear more about all that. And yeah, like, I don't think that her buying that kind of bag is going to really make that much of a difference. I don't think they look at her any other way, and exactly. And there's like, yeah. And I don't think she's broke. I think she can afford things. You know what I'm saying? And maybe just not like she used to. She might not be super fucking rich, but she's definitely not broke. And it was weird. Like, why do I think she took that ring? Where did that effing ring go? But then again, Heather and Whitney also did steal that. They admitted that they just said in that confessional, they did take that stupid bottle from Giselle on Ultimate Girls Trip. I don't think they'd steal a $60,000 ring. Not that we all agree that we don't think that ring is $60,000. But why do we think Monica took it? It's weird, right? Because they were focusing on her expression. The cameras were making me feel that way. Because did she? I didn't even watch. See, and the thing is, I didn't even say. Now I didn't even notice the bag because I feel like I have an eye for fashion, but I like designer things that don't have labels on them and stuff. I don't know, and I don't like to spend money. And I don't spend money on that. I'm definitely like a Mariah Carey kind of person, posh kind of person. Like, I do those like kind of things, or I wear Shein. I'm just saying, like, I guess because I don't have an eye for, I don't know. I can't tell. I would tell the difference between a fake and a real one, but I wasn't looking at her bag. I didn't see her. So I guess she had the bag with her, right? I'm assuming she had the bag with her, right? It'd be kind of pointless not to bring that bag. It was very strange. I want to know why. I mean, okay, like, I feel like, yeah, she's gonna get all that. I like her. I like her a lot. I like her just as much as I like Jen from OC, the new Jen. I want all the other OC ladies to get out, beat it, go, bye. And I will take Jen, the new Jen, and I will take this Monica, because the fact that first of all, the fact that she was, I don't care if she was going to be a witness. I don't care if she wasn't a witness and she was just the one who called and then she was just not on Jen Shah's side. I don't care if she called the Secret Service friend of hers. That's all. She's not lying. She called that guy. That guy said, hey, I'm sure he knows things. You got to get away from this chick. She's in trouble. I know things. That's all that she said. And then she probably ended up becoming a witness somehow, but she didn't need witnesses, remember? She pleaded guilty at the last minute. Probably was going to be a witness. And the fact that they put her on this freaking show while Jen's in prison for being a liar, pants on fire, and a thief. And one of the people that she was her assistant is now a cast member. I freaking love it. I love it. I don't think I don't know. I only think that she took that ring because they were focusing on her. And Lisa said she felt it's like, this is another thing. Lisa took a picture, a very obvious picture, right? With that ring twice. Like, there was two of them. So you're taking a picture proving you have the ring, right? Then you lose it in a bathroom stall at the public place where anybody could steal it, right? You make it a point to say you felt it sliding off your finger. So then where did it go? Why didn't you have it then? Did you not grab it and be like, my $60,000 ring? Where did it go? I feel like maybe there wasn't a ring there at all or she didn't lose it at all. She's just trying to get insurance money for it. Because again, why are you taking such a big picture with it? You were showing that. Why are you taking a picture of that ring? Somebody tell me that. And who does that? You're right. Who goes and wears real jewelry when you're on a show? A lot of them wear like replicas of their fake jewelry, of their real jewelry, right? And again, the tampon dispenser, and they're looking all high, low. Then they have people plumbing the freaking bath stalls. Where did it go, Lisa? It was falling off of your finger. It could not have gone far. Somebody would have heard it fall on the floor. It would have been, you would have heard it. I feel like there's nothing honest about that ring and what happened to it. I don't think she ever lost it. Maybe she had it. Maybe she did. I don't think she ever lost it. I just think she wants the insurance money for it. Because Mary's like, isn't it insured? Like, going on, the sentiment, how all this and that. I'm sure. Why wouldn't you have? Yeah, exactly. It just was so weird. Why did she take a picture flaunting that ring? Two very, very obvious pictures of that ring. Then make a whole thing about it. I felt falling off my finger, so making a whole thing. She knew she lost it, right? Again, where did it go? Why didn't you, when it was falling off your finger, what did you do with it? Did you not then take, oh my God, my finger, like my ring, like obviously it's falling off my finger. I'm going to grab it. Very weird. You're right. Very, very weird. So, and then going on, and I was just nuts. Like, so like, whose side are you on with that one? I'm definitely not on Lisa's side. I'm on the ring side because I think you're a liar. It was weird. It's weird. And it was very strange. And again, if that was a $60,000 ring that you just lost, why are you so, I'm not saying that she wasn't looking for 45. Why are you like, oh God, oh, I just lost my ring. I guess that's my ring, guys. Where's my ring? Guys, if you see my ring, where's my ring? I would be like, holy shit, I lost my $60,000 ring. Cameras down, nobody move. You know what I'm saying? Cameras down, nobody move. Like, fuck no. I would be ballistic. And I feel like, again, did she really even lose that ring? Like, she definitely, and she can probably get homeowners for it. Like, why? It was so strange. Like, this ring, I feel like is going to be a problem for us, just like that stupid bottle was. It was fun. I hope you come back because I'm going to be doing Whose Side You Are a lot. This was a little like impromptu one, but it's going to be more fun when I have other people on there. But it is fun. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about because but thanks for showing up. Sorry, it was a couple. I kept postponing it. Like I couldn't just get to be on time like it was Friday. I was all on time. Did 2 Friday. Told you all about everything was going on. I had everything ready. But anyway, people are here. And again, the fact that Monica, I think maybe they were focusing more on Monica's reactions because maybe she was the one looking the most. I don't know. Like, would it be weird that would she have taken it? Like, why would she steal it? It just felt weird to me. Like, I thought I was weird for thinking that. But, it's an airport bathroom. Like, where did the ring go? It couldn't have gone that far. And then does she have to lose it in the home for it to be insured, to be paid for by the, she probably has it insured, is what I'm saying. And I feel like she didn't really lose it. I think she's trying to just get the money. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe she was about to lose it. No, she took that weird ass picture with it. You don't just brag about a really expensive ring when you're on a reality show, especially when you say to people, I don't use my real house because I don't want people to know where I live. I don't want, government name, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, but why are you flashing that money and jewelry and that jewelry? Why are you flashing that jewelry? Why are you screaming? I just want $60,000 ring. Just very strange. But yeah, it's very strange. I just don't understand that like it was a lot. It was weird. It was so strange. Yeah, either she wants to get the insurance money, or like she was starting to, like I was about to say, she was starting to lose it, then got the idea real fast. Oh, man, I'm gonna act like I lost this ring. I'm gonna act like I lost this ring. You know what I mean? It might be weird. Is that weird? I mean, it was just a very strange thing to be focused on, and in the very before you even lost it, it was a weird thing to be focused on. If you didn't even lose it yet, why are you taking a picture of that? Were you trying to have proof that it existed to show the insurance company or something? Did you foresee the future? I mean, hello. Anyway, and also weird ass Heather with her stupid thing in the bathroom stall. She's going, shh, shh. Like, you're not really helping look for it. So, like, maybe you're in on it. Maybe you're in on it, you weirdo. You know what I mean? Maybe you're in on it. Maybe you're in on it with Lisa. I don't know. Why weren't you looking, Heather? Why were you laughing about it? It's a $60,000 ring. Why were you laughing? And again, I do not think so. I was hearing people say that they thought that the show was bringing Monica there to set up for Jen Shah to come back. Why are we talking about Jen Shah coming back? Jen Shah is going to be away for 6.5 years. And I don't care about this law that they think they're passing. This is where I live. I live in the same area. Nobody, that law that they're passing, whatever they're doing, is the Chrisleys are trying to do, is not going to apply to them, and it's not going to apply to Jen Shah. And she's not going to get out in 2 years. She's doing her time. She's more than OJ. She's guilty. She's more than guilty. She's more than OJ guilty. She is guilty. It's not going to matter. The things that they're trying to say the IRS did have nothing to do with Jen Shah. It's just not the same. So if they wanted to set up for Jen Shah to come back, they would have kept Coach on. Don't you think? They would have kept Coach on. Why wouldn't they have kept Coach on? Coach actually said he wanted to film, and they said, no, goodbye, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you, sir. You're weird. You let somebody else pay for your birthday party. You thought that was cool. That's another thing. I thought it was cool for Angie to offer to pay for Coach's birthday party, but why did you pay for Coach's birthday party? And why did Coach think that was okay? Like, why did he think that somebody else was going to pay for it? Like, would pay for it? Like, I don't know, because he's like, my wife made me, I was under the impression that you were going to pay for my birthday party, but I'm like, that's weird. Even Angie was like, I just, how do you ask somebody for the money back? I don't know. It was nice of her to offer her home. She sure as heck didn't have to buy her way onto the show. Shah was leaving anyway. So what do you guys have to just ask for? In case you haven't told, anybody can't tell. I don't like Jen Shah. I don't like sneaks. I don't like snakes. I don't like snitches. I have a problem with those kinds of people. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. There's a lot of them in the Housewives. Like, you have Kenya with Bolo. When Bolo thing happened, she's telling everyone, we didn't need a detailed description of people's who we got, unfortunately, even when you tried to claim that you don't have Sprinter van cameras, you sure as heck got Bolo stuff going on, because they had taped up windows, they had no cameras, and still Bravo cameras we still got the same, we still got things going up. We've seen some things, okay? So again, with the no having the cameras, I don't believe that shit for a minute, but that's another story. It's a whole nother show. And also, I don't believe that what was I going with that anyway? Something about about the whole snitchy thing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. Yeah, like Kenya waking up telling everybody, hello, oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. Waking up telling everybody what happened with Bolo Gay, who was doing what. I'm like, you're not a girl's girl. Why are you ratting on people? We weren't even there. We didn't need to know all that. You got people in trouble, and it's still coming back up again. And then there's like that other thing. There's that one on Jersey, and she's not even on Jersey. Literally, like, you're not even a housewife. Margaret, her friend. I don't like her for that reason. I don't have to meet you to know. I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to see you at a show. I don't want to hang out with you afterwards. I see what you do to your best friend from high school, or your best friend from 40 years. What the heck are you gonna do? You don't even know me. I'm gonna hang out with you. What, am I do something you're gonna tell me? You would. Well, you did to your best friend now. So I don't like all that. And Heather, she's just, something's up with her, because we still don't even know what happened to her eye, right? Do we even know? This is what she doesn't trust Angie K, because she had a perm in high school and she thought her hair was curly, and she lied. She actually really had a perm, and that's why she doesn't trust her. What? You were a ride or die for that thief, Jen Shah, and you're worried about that? And you don't tell us where that black eye came from. You tried to make you gaslit the heck out of everyone. Really? I'm not on your side, Heather. Not going to be on your side, Heather. Like, you're just an asshole. You're an asshole. I'm going to get demonetized for that. Watch. It's just, she is. Like, I thought Whitney was an asshole for chasing around Meredith going with the spray, blah, blah, blah. All that. But no, finally she's making sense. That first scene with Whitney and Heather was awesome. I wanted to high five Whitney, because it's do not take the bitch's bait. Don't take the bait. Try to get you to talk shit. Don't take the bait. And it's even if you're only trying to be friends because you have to film together. I get it. You have to film together. Where were you at? This is the only time. This now you guys are trying to rebuild friendships. Where were you between filming? Again, we're going to try to force some stuff that's not even happening. But then that's what makes a good housewife show, right? Because they're not really friends and they'll fuck each other over, right? So you don't have to worry about like on some other shows where you know that these people do not want to be in each other's life at all, clear as day. We don't want it to get to that toxic level. We don't want to get that far. But I feel like now that criminal is gone, this show is going to be pretty freaking good. I mean, okay. We were under the impression, I feel like, the last 2 years that we need, or maybe 3. When did Erica, when did she start sucking the life out of us? I don't know. Whenever she filed for divorce. I feel like after that, we're convinced that that franchises were going to suck. And then unless we had some criminalistic behavior, that everything was going to suck. And you know what? OC actually did. But that's it. But OC did. But I feel like Salt Lake City, I kept saying, let's give it a shot. Let's give it some seasons without Jen Shah there. Without the criminal that sucks the life out of us, just like Erica, and see what happens. And we have the Angie. I want Angie H back. Why wouldn't you have her on here? Like, why wouldn't you have her? She has real money. Angie Harrington really has money. I mean, Angie K really has money. As much as we don't have to like her. Her sunglasses offend them. Her sunglasses, they're ugly as all hell. That's what made me mad about her. And I feel like she deserves to be on that trip because, again, when we don't have them on when they don't go on the trips, it's a problem for people. Remember, we always want them to go on the trips, and then they don't. So that they have to be there. So Heather, you're a good one, but the perm thing, I'm not buying it. Again, if her husband is hiding something, what do we care? If he has a twist, right? Why do we care? But it's obvious that there's something going on because you have a whole ass adult sleeping in bed with you, a whole ass dog that looks like a whole ass adult sleeping in bed with you. That's where my issues come. But again, that's fine. You can have your thing, do your thing, but it's just you don't have to be honest about it. But why is that dog in the bed? Oh my god! Oh god! No, gross. No, I don't want that dog in that bed anymore. I don't want to see that ever again. The kid, that's got to go too, because come on, man, he's hot too, by the way. I don't know. I want to know more. I need more. I want to know more. I got to know more. I got to know what's going on with them. I don't know whether there's a whole adult sleeping in their bed. Okay, And I really thought when she was talking about her business partner. And this guy, I thought she was talking about her business partner, and then her husband was a totally different person. Because when you show, I couldn't. He looked. I know it was the same person. When they showed both people, I thought he was a different person. I don't know. And then I was like, and then she's like, and now there's my husband. He's last. And I'm like, again, like I said, how's he last? You have like 23 businesses with him. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Again, if that's the thing, that's cool. And again, OC would be wonderful. It would be great with that. I like Jen as much as I like the new Jen and the new Ryan as much as I like the new Monica. We can deal with the Angie K because there's a lot going on there. We need Angie Harrington back. There's a lot going on with Lisa. So look, we're going to have, I think Salt Lake is going to do good. Something's up. Yeah, she showed us. Yeah, she did. She became the person we didn't want her to be. And she was probably always that person, a snobby bitch. Just because you were a dork in high school and you think you're just you look like you're inbred, or what did Mary say? She looks inbred, and people say you look like Shrek, and I don't care about that. But I liked you, I loved her, but her whole I'm better than you. I'm a bad Mormon, and I wrote a book about it, so that makes me okay to be a bad Mormon. You don't have the right to talk about somebody else's life and somebody else's child and what he chooses to do at high school or college. Nobody's talking shit on your kid. Nobody's saying that. Nobody really. I mean, is Lisa sitting there saying bad things about? I don't see that now. I don't like you, Heather, and I don't like you. I'm not going to be on your side. And I wish I did polls because I don't feel like I want to know what you guys feel like. She's just mean. The way that she even navigated Whitney's relationship, their friendship, and the way that she didn't understand how Whitney felt. When Whitney's screaming, that Lisa who Lisa sucked, blah blah blah, to get Jazz courtside seats. I can't say courtside seats, jazz, all that. And if I were Heather, I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" Blah 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 blah. But and then Whitney was really thirsty, but she found herself this year, and I feel like she found her way, and we're gonna like her. I feel like the show's gonna be good. I feel like the Angies will save it. And Monica, I'm saying the Angie's because I know Angie Harrington's not coming back. I actually Dana Wilkie had her on the other day. She's not coming back, but she deserves to be there. She really does. She put a lot into that show. And what her husband did, he didn't do anything I wouldn't have done. Getting that fake social media and about to drag Jen or something about, I don't know, whatever he did. It was deserved. It's nothing more, it's not anything worse than what Jen Shah has done to lots and lots of people. And let's not get it twisted. She's not going to get out early. She's not coming back. If they wanted her back, they would have kept Jen. They would have kept Coach on. Okay? That didn't happen. This is how Bravo says F you without saying F you. They put Monica on the show. They put the people on there that ratted you, that could have got you in a lot of trouble. It probably did get you in some trouble. And, that's what you get for being a liar, pants on fire, and being such a Jen Shah about it. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I feel like they all do at this point. You know what I mean? I don't feel like Meredith and I feel like Lisa and John maybe a little because I don't see there's tequila anywhere, and I don't understand her ring thing. Mimir, I don't get it. Please explain to me. Did you hear what I said? Why did she take pictures with that ring? Why is it so obvious that you want people to see that you had that ring that day? Did you really lose it? That looks like it's hard to fall off a finger. And again, does it look like that could fall off your finger? Those rings don't like they could fall off your finger. And if you that big ass ring or whatever that fell off your finger and you felt it start to slide off your finger where you didn't just grab it right then and there, that's what's going to make me mad about Lisa. That's where I might think she might have fake money. They're probably new money too, which is nothing wrong with that. But new money's sometimes doesn't always last, I think Whitney's doing amazing with her business, whatever that Wild Rose. Mary definitely, we know Mary's got real money. Nobody could listen, say what you want. There are some content creators that were basically a witch hunt with Mary. You know who I'm talking about. And, all allegations, all alleged, all people that were maybe, didn't really feel, but she's not an easy person to like. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like her, but she sure as heck is not what they were saying she was, and all the things they were saying about her. Cult leader. Even call her cult leader. She's a spiritual leader. She's a church leader, or whatever. Everybody was ripping the government off during COVID. I don't think she was. I'm glad she's back. She says some problematic things, but Bravo has a problem with that kind of shit. And if you're going to bring other people back, and you're going to bring somebody like Jax Taylor back, bring my Mary back, because it all goes off Jen Shah's ass, and I love it. And Lisa and John, there's an issue going on. That's what I feel. Listen, that's what I feel. Why did you take a picture with that ring? 1, 2, 3. Why didn't you grab it? That ring didn't just grow legs and walk away. Okay. And I know all religions ask you for money. Exactly. That's what we kept saying too. I was saying, wait a minute. You're supposed to give 10%. You don't have to. Nobody's taking your wallet from you every week, right? Then again, and then if you're giving, all the people give their money, I have a thing. I don't understand where you get paid by that, right? That's your part of your pay as being the pastor. I know there's other expenses, but after that money's yours, right? It's your congregation. I don't think that's a scam. Whatever. I don't think she's a cult leader, whatever. And she obviously married that guy because it kept the money all in the family together, kept taking, I don't know. Apparently, whatever he's doing, whatever they're doing, they're happy with it. I think that she was obviously in love with the guy that passed away, Cameron. Remember that Mary was having the alleged had an affair with. I saw that picture of them too, and I saw happiness in her face, and her. She was very young when she married Robert. Listen, just like Erica, you can respect somebody, you can love somebody, respect them as like a father figure. They take care of you, and they might be okay with that. You might once a year or something. I don't know how that works. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue when you start stealing from people, like when you do what Erica and allegedly and what he absolutely did. But again, that can be the reason. She also had a son with him. That's her life. He don't seem to be doing pretty bad either. So I have no issues with Mary, and the people that tried to take her out, you didn't, and she's back. And all of the things that you heard about her church, blah 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 blah. Like everybody else, we hear things about Lisa and John. We heard things about their crowdfunding thing, and we hear what Lisa said. She went down the whole list about what she was saying about Meredith, your friend, your best friend. We know what Jen Shah did. I don't know how Coach Shaw's definitely not sustaining the same lifestyle. And listen, guys, like if you're old enough, you guys know when you do something like that, especially if you're on reality TV, it's just not a sustainable lifestyle. It is not, and it's definitely not in the Southern District of New York. That is not where you do things and you rob people and you become a sneaky, deaky, because that place don't mess around. And like you can call it, it's just not a sustainable lifestyle. You take chances with your life. And, Bravo's as effed up as they are, I don't think they were not happy with Miss Jen Shah. They're glad to be rid of her. And there's no way people on here talking, not here, but on other things, that they are doing anything in her favor. Monica's there to go up her butt, and it does. And I love it. And yeah, I love it, because if anything is going to go up Jen Shah, is somebody taking her spot in the spotlight. Nobody's going to remember you in 6 years. I sure as have. I've kind of forgotten about you. Only when I have to go back and I'm looking at old Who Started You Ons from last year around this time. There's a lot of them because we did Salt Lake, right? So there's a lot of me bashing Jen Shah and saying how I feel, and my feelings have not changed. You're a piece of poop, mom. You took a chance on your family. You were just greedy. You were just greedy as all hell. And then to know that you approached this woman, Monica, who was going through a divorce with 4 little children, who probably needed the money at the time and was scared she was going to lose everything. You then take the chance to approach her and try to get her to do some of your shit. Jen Shah, like, what kind of fucking human are you, asshole? You're just not. Thank God she has like morals, because like she's like, yo, this is not like, this is trying to get me to fucking steal money. I think it's like weird. I don't know what, like, should I do it? Like she said I can make 6 million. What? No. Like, wow, Jen Shah, you're a fucking piece of shit. Again, nothing you said ever, like everything that you said, nothing ever, like I didn't believe anything you ever said. I could tell you were a freaking liar. For seeing you were a complete psycho. You acted thirsty as all hell. You paid $80,000 for somebody's birthday party. You say that out loud, and then we find out your husband only makes $300,000 a year. Why would you spend $80,000 of that on somebody else's birthday party? But you're stealing money. It's not alleged because you did. But again, then Angie K. This is the thing. I only like the Angie K because I feel like Jen Shah was such an asshole to her. Jen Shah used that poor girl. She threw her shoes. Oh, railing. That was sick. Jen Shah, I just hate her. And when she came back with them ugly freaking sunglasses this year, I was like, now I don't like you. Now I just don't like you. Because they are ridiculous. I don't care if they were 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. I don't care who makes them. I don't care if they were covered in gold and shoved up somebody's gold asshole. I don't care. They're fucking ugly. And I wouldn't pay $1 for them. And you keep wearing them, Angie, and you're going to make me mad. And I wish somebody would throw them over the railing. And by the way, could you imagine if Jen Shah threw somebody's shower shoes over the railing at the prison? What happened with her? Oh my God. She'd be throwing, like, give me the top bunker. I'm throwing your shower shoes over the top tier. If she would not, no, ain't shit ain't gonna happen. I gotta see, yeah, I want to know, where is her husband? What does her brother-in-law look like? What is her sister like? What is the story? And like, Heather had to have known about this. Again, Heather, you and your fakeness. You didn't know that she was excommunicated. You didn't know she was sleeping with her brother-in-law. This is not a small town, I hear. Salt Lake City is not a small town, but it's a small church. Did you not know about this? Well, yeah, I'd be pissed. Jen Shah's a piece of shit. Like, she's just a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. And Monica, she tried to get that girl to do her scamming too, and then oh my God, she would have been up there with like Stu. She would have been. one of the defendants against her that had to go to prison too. Oh my God. And she didn't. Thank God. She's smart. Again, I kind of didn't feel bad for crying about when she was admitting that to her mom. The first thing when I saw that before the season even played out, like when that was like a preview, I was like, this is not. I don't feel bad for you. I'm like, what do you, poor little rich guy? I don't feel bad. I get the sentiment behind it, not the right, yeah, just not on your own housewives. I don't care. You were mega rich before, supposedly. I'm sure with 4 kids, you get some type of something from your husband. So I don't feel, it seems just, I get what she's saying, but again, I didn't even notice the bag. I don't know, whatever. Again, she's real, obviously. She's real life people, thank God. I hope her thing takes off. She's going to be a good housewife. I need to know the backstory. I need to know about her. I love her. I love her. I need to know about her mom. I need to know about her husband, her brother-in-law, the sister. I need to know it all because I like her a lot. I need to know where her ex-husband is. I need to know what it looks like. Just like with Jen and Ryan. I didn't care how her and Ryan got together. It's not poor. No. You feel so bad. I know, exactly. She had to buy Louis Vuitton. But you feel bad for her? Give me 15. You want to throw away 15 grand? I'll take it. Throw away 15 grand. I'll take the 15,000 for you. That's why I don't think she stole that stupid ring. I think Lisa lied about losing it. I think she almost lost it, and then she said, "I'm going to make this story." I don't know. Maybe she's trying to say. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Wasn't Lisa backing Jen Shah like big time, right? Maybe Lisa is trying to make it look like Monica stole the ring. Maybe she's like Jen Shah said, make her look like a thief. Make her look like a thief. Something's not right about this ring, right? Something is not right about this ring. Freaking production is focusing a lot on Monica, not because I think she stole it, but I think that something's going to happen. And what if she's just going to act like Monica stole the ring and she's just doing Jen Shah a favor? Again, why does she fuck Jen Shah, right? Why would she do that for Jen Shah? Right? That's what I mean. Like, that's what it can. I don't know. I don't know if that was the thing. That's the thing. Like, yes. And I'm like, I don't, maybe that's not what she did. Maybe because they know, because when they go back and edit, they know maybe something's going to happen. Like, is that Brian? Oh, hey, Brian. Hey. Guys, Dose of Reality. Dose of Reality. Brian, if you're still here, let them know what your thing is. It's 1, 2, and 3. Also, I think on Rockfin and also on Discord, right? Dose of Reality. If you guys ever hear, we'll talk about the Mandela effect. This is the guy to go see. I send people there to see him all the time. But yeah, it's Brian Stavely, Dose of Reality on YouTube and all those other ones. But yeah, guys, like something's up. Like Monica definitely didn't steal it, but I think Lisa's trying to set her up, and I think it has to do with Jen Shah, which is freaking weird because who the fuck owes Jen Shah anything? Not us. Not them. Yeah, that's the thing. But she's got so much that we can talk about. She was sleeping with her brother-in-law for 4 freaking years. Is it? Oh, there we go. Wow. And then just Dose of Reality comes out. Yeah. I'm on them all though. I'm on all the stuff. I was Patreon, all that crap. I mean on coffee stuff. I don't know how that all works. I don't monetize. But he's the guy to say. Yeah, something's up. Production knows too much. See, that's the thing. We go into like this whole stuff with like them stepping in and like being a part and like actually making. Oh, thanks. I try. You're awesome, actually, but Brian, we got to talk about something else because you're not asking me, Shay, right? Because you know that you already know the answer to that. But, yeah. So, yeah, Monica, like she's like she slept with her brother-in-law. Jesus, freaking 4 years, and then she admitted to the church. Did she not ever see what happens when they never ever punish the guy? That's another thing. We're not gonna get to go into the whole religion. We're not gonna talk about that shit. But still, again, Heather, you're a bad Mormon. Just because you admit it and write a book about it, and me, you know that answer. Stop. No, that's where I'm not now, but up there, middle, northish. Georgia's from where I'm at. Yeah. But you already know that. This isn't Shay. Where's Shay? The real Shay, please stand up. I'm just kidding. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mercer County. Yeah, Monica. I like we got to know more. I don't really care about Heather's stupid Mormon story anymore. I don't care who gave her a black eye. I don't care about her fight with Whitney because Whitney is better off without her. And Heather's just going to be an asshole. She's going to be a mean girl, and she's like trying to be the mean girl that everybody was to her. It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know, Shay, but somebody's got to come here and go to the Posh Fashion Show with me, please. I need somebody to come with me that knows what that's means. You know, they tried to raise me as a good Catholic girl, but I came to my senses very quickly. I'm just spiritual. I'm not any of that. I was Catholic, but look, if Joseph Smith wasn't the person that started it and he wasn't, I would be, I know you would, man. It's not you. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. You know where I live, asshole. Yeah, like, look, I'm more on, I understand they believe in more of what I believe in, but I just don't. It's like L. Ron Hubbard. He's a weirdo. Like, but I can agree with, like, I agree with spirituality. I just don't agree with organized religion. But anyway, like it, but I like that Jack wants to go serve. Like the fact that I want to serve too. Like I would love to be 51% service to others. That's apparently I get into, we're all getting in. I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that he's doing that. I'm glad that a lot of actually, what I noticed too, a lot of the housewives, a lot of their kids are so well-rounded that we really don't see, unless you're like the Biermans, we don't see their kids acting like spoiled rich kids, right? They're not like these influencers that are spoiled rich and annoying. Like, they're not. They have, like, they're teachers and cops and nurses and right. There's a thread of the truth, I feel like, through all of it. I get why, but yeah, my parents thought they raised a good Catholic. Not actually, my mother did. Not my father. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if she thought she raised, so she tried. I don't know. It didn't really work. Sorry, Mom. I know you're here, Mom. I know you're here. Catholic Italian, I'm here. They're here. They're all around me. But anyway, all the kids, like, I love Heather's kids, like, and I feel like Jack, and I feel like Lisa's kids, thank God, her driving around and giving them the slushies at 7-Eleven and the hot dogs and all that crap. They're just normal kids and they're good. Weird, not wired. I get it. Yeah, dose of reality. Talks about all that kind of stuff. Love it. Yeah. See, guys, I always tell you, like, when I'm not talking about reality TV, the other thing I'm watching is about, I know everything about is reality, like the reality around us, the reality that we live in. In my perception, from my understanding, I feel like I know how it all works. Listen to me. We're not supposed to be talking about this stuff. Anyway, we should, because not that we should, but like, I just feel like Heather's walking a fine line to actually sit there and judge somebody's child and talk about. No, I don't. They're both fucked up. Fuck both of them. That's how I feel about that. Fuck both of them. Fuck Adam and Jason, and fuck Zach. I don't fuck. Like, listen, we can talk about it for a minute. The thing that they fell out in the very beginning after the tour was done, we got back and everything after New York, right? Whatever they had going on, that was whatever they fell out was a real serious thing, and it was a very hurtful thing, and they fell out for a reason, and they should have just shut the F up and went their separate ways. And you don't have to support somebody that you don't, but you don't have to actively try to take things from them and be vicious and be toxic online and say the shit that you say, because I don't know where the anger came from. Now that's what I'm talking about in the very beginning. So they had their things, whatever. I didn't see a lot of what was going on Twitter and taken away. Okay. From my experience, I was never asked to take sides. I would never choose sides. I didn't want to choose sides when that thing happened after New York. I was still on a high, living magical. I was still on a high from everything. We had such a great time. And by the time 6 months later, when BravoCon came, all hell, all shit, everything had went to shit, right? Everybody's on their own. We all have our own thing going on. They're not talking. I don't understand. I'm still supporting Adam and Jason. I'm still supporting Zach. I don't understand why Adam is so angry with him. And then I find out the real issue, what happened after New York. And I'm like, well, that is effed up. And I understand why they're not friends any longer. Okay. For the last year, all this, okay. And, they're getting drunk and they're messing. It was between them. It was toxic between them two. And I wasn't, and look, I still went to Zach shit. I was still on Zach. I still was not supporting Adam and Jason because I didn't want to. They stopped talking to me. I know you did. I don't know what happened. You would have to ask them why we're not friends. Because I go to Zach's show in April and Joe Mendoza tells me it's because I was supporting Zach. Again, why would I have to choose? Because I was supporting Zach. How? When? Why? Because I go to his shows and I'm on. We did a panel. I'm sorry. We did a after show the second week of Vanderpump. Me and Jason, and never heard from him after that. After how long I was on there, I still didn't get on IG yet. That's the silver. Yeah, that was the silver lining mirror. The fact that I cannot get on my IG the last 2 weeks. Okay, so this is where I'm going with this with the Adam and Zach thing. They were vicious to each other. Okay, you just want to attack each other, whatever. I go to Zach's show. I go to Zach's show. After the show, he has another show coming up. That's when Adam and Jason stopped talking to me. At that point, I feel like maybe, after a year and a half, what? I mean nothing to you. I mean nothing to you. That's fine. Hurtful. I had my own issues with that. Whatever. F off. I don't know what I did to you. Stop supporting me. That's fine. Zach still kind of supported me, but after Zach's show, the second one, I had my own reasons for not talking to him. Had nothing to do with Adam and Jason. But then, what happens at Sheena's thing just recently, I see a whole different. I was like, oh my God, that's awful. How can Adam be? Zach's trying to be the bigger person and da. You guys know I'm good friends with Dana Wilkie. I follow Dana, support Dana, blah blah blah. She says some things about that, and I privately said that's not what happened. But I know I wasn't there. That whole thing that happened there stems from a whole thing a year and a half ago. There was no reason for Adam to be so vicious. Whatever. I was like, look, I don't know. Whatever. I just think they're both assholes. They were toxic. And, it was uncalled for. I don't know where the anger comes from with Adam. Then I find out that Zach, everything he was doing to Dana. And I've heard him say shit. Dana didn't say too much bad. It was in her Patreon. She wasn't trying to take his platform from him. He's not losing anything by her talking about it. If anything, he's going to gain some views. But when he goes behind, and from allegedly, I don't want to hear people. I don't want people want to say that didn't really happen, but allegedly, there was a lot of DMs that went out on behind closed doors. Zach's camp trying to take Dana's platform from her. A single mother, just saying so many vicious and mean things about her publicly for one live that she did, or not even live. I'm sorry, one Patreon that she did. I've never seen inside of Zach. I was like, what? He's got he's got private, fake accounts saying, I was seeing comments that people were making fun. It just was so and then David Johnson does this stuff with Kim. So that's me covering that. I want nothing to do with him over that. And it's the way I felt about how I felt about I felt unsupported after April. I just did. That's on me. That's a me thing. But then to see, what you could do to somebody like Dana, who's your friend. Well, I mean nothing. So obviously I never saw that side of Adam and Jason, how vicious they were to Zach. Then I've never seen vicious side of Zach either. So again, who am I? I must have really been blind for a year and a half, because again, how well do you really know somebody if you don't live in that area and you just meet somebody and go on tour with them? I don't, I've learned a lot of lessons, and the hardest one was Zach and Jason. I keep saying Zach. The hardest lesson was that, because I don't know what happened there. And the girl, and the other one, the one that the Housewife. I can't say it. My Housewives and Headlines ex co-host. I'm most supportive of her. Go to her Patreon. Go pay for her Patreon. She now has a Patreon. She now has another. You guys know we are no longer doing. We have stopped doing that in April for other reasons. I'm doing the Who's Starting One podcast. She just started another podcast. She has her channel. Go watch her. Go subscribe. Do all that, please. Support her Patreon all you want. Talks a lot about Jersey. She doesn't like to work as all. So go support her. I did. Go ahead. I got a podcast going on. I'm I don't, but when you are like toxic, like what Zach is doing, I just like, what? Why would you try to take somebody's platform from them, especially Dana Wilkie? And then I'm watching him on Fantaro, and I'm like waiting. Hey, Aaron. Oh, we were just talking about, I don't know if you're listening. Talk about like the Who's Starting On podcast and how much I love you. And this is what a healthy, guys, see Aaron right here? This is what a healthy podcast breakup looks like. Okay. You see what a toxic podcast breakup looks like. What's going on. This is what a healthy breakup looks like. When we remain friends and you support each other consistently. Every single time. Going through loss and all that. Me and Aaron, that was it. We didn't even break up. Well, we did, but she's helped me bring it back. By the way, we'll be back on Friday. Now that Aaron's here, I'm glad I waited an hour and 5 minutes because we're just talking about Aaron, I don't know if you heard, I am no longer going to support Zach, not for the reasons that you know from before, from my own feelings. I don't like the things that he's doing to Dana Wilkie. Behind the scenes. Even publicly, I saw what he said at the end of Taro's live, and I remember at the end, we were all saying goodbye, and I was like, you know what, that's it, I'm done. Like, that's what? You don't need to say that. And I saw it, and then whether he has sent DMs a million of them out, then there's death threats going out to somebody else. She's her business to talk about it if she wants, but somebody else that we know really well. Apparently from Adam and Zach's camp, Adam and G, I keep saying it. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, what? No. Positivity. No, I don't, and I don't talk poop. Even when all that stuff was going on with that person, I'm still not saying her name. I'm still not telling people to take her platform on her. I'm still supporting her. I have my own reasons not to be friends in real life, but like, do you see what I'm going with this? So the fact that there's both of them, Adam and Jason, Zach, whatever happened in the very, very beginning after the tour, they fucked each other over, okay? They were toxic to each other. How it's got up to this where other people are now, they're being vicious and taking other people's platforms. It's like, what? You cannot support me. They do enough by taking shit. They don't take anything, but not supporting me, that's enough. I don't need friends or enemies. Friends, what they say, I'm talking about. With friends like that, who needs enemy or whatever. Yeah. They already don't support. So I can't even get supported, they get unsupported. So that's actually wrong. Adam and Jason did give it. I would be nowhere without Adam and Jason. I wouldn't be here without Adam and Jason. Okay. I would not be here without Adam. But after that, I guess he decided that I was worthless. I don't know. My friendship wasn't worth anything to him. Who knows? I don't know what happened. Gotta ask him. Send a birthday present, got no response. And you guys know that's not how that's just whatever. I guess I don't know. Can't because of Zach. Well, how could it be because I supported Zach? That would be stupid. I guess I was just not good enough. I don't know. What else could it be? I mean, and the anger that they both have towards, I don't even know where that anger came from. If you thought you could do better, that's fine. This person, it's not like somebody was they were going to do something new, not take, I'm going to go on your thing or you're going to go on my thing. And, then this thing happened and I took something from you. No, they're both doing well without each other. I don't know why this is still happening. I don't know why that had to happen to Sheena's thing. And no, Zach did not try to sleep with anybody. Okay. Zach did not try to sleep with anybody. That is such bullshit. That is something to, hey, look at this. So you don't look at this. That's what that was. That's why I didn't even engage in it. Because I'm like, you guys are so stupid. What? No, that didn't happen. Come on. That doesn't even sound right. So no, it was over something really freaking hurtful and like whatever. Oh, there you are. There you are. It's like, hey, what if you say real estate? Because like, just stop. You know why I was asking that. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. But listen, when you have somebody that's, like I don't know what happened. And if it is because I supported Zach, what do you mean? How? Why? What? Because I bought tickets to a show. Why wouldn't I be there? I live here. He was coming to this area, and I support them as much as I supported him. I don't understand where the fucking disconnect was. Again. And then it's like, okay. And then Dana's like, well, think about it then. If Zach can do this to me behind the scenes, Why can you now believe that maybe that's why Zach and Jason were like, we want nothing to do with you, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you fuck with Zach, they didn't say that, but like, if Zach can do that to Dana, it's like, maybe he was just as vicious behind closed doors and I didn't see it. And Adam and Jason were like, I can't fuck with you if you fuck with him, but nobody ever said that to me, so whatever. And if you want to know whose side I'm on with that one, we'll play whose side you want with the podcast wars, right? Whose side am I on with that? Neither one, because they're both assholes. And they're both toxic, and they both have this anger that I don't get, and it's spilling out into other people's other friendships, and it's like ridiculous. And I don't like the other one either. The other one that they confuse my friend Dana Wilkie with the other Dana. Please don't confuse the two. There is no comparison. Our Dana Wilkie, she actually brings, like, she's actually really good. She actually speaks the truth. She actually deserves that belief. She actually doesn't ride people's. Okay, so who's starting mine with Justin and Heather? Justin Markel. Who's starting mine with David and Kim? Kim, obviously. Oh, that's not obvious, but I'm on Kim's side because, yes, listen. Okay, we'll talk about this for a minute. Okay, even if David didn't pay, or I'm sorry, even if Kim wanted money from David and she left for that reason, that's fine. She wouldn't start her thing, whatever. He had no right to just turn around and like attack her and say these things and make it look like she's, you know, just like a nobody. And just what he did, like, that's why I don't like it. Like, she deserved to leave his platform and get her own. I didn't realize that she was the show. I didn't realize his other freaking interviews were getting nothing, getting like zero comment. Like, it's not just recently. David, I'm sorry, in your Patreon, all your stuff was like, and hey, whatever. He's still making money. He's still David Yontif. You got $600 to just blow and screw people over with fame. That's fine, dude. Like, I don't have money like that. I don't like friends that do that. So F you. So I'm definitely on Kim's side with that one. And again, even if Kim said like, oh, I'm going to, you know, give Marge another chance, if David gets mad about that, we're adults. Literally, she's allowed to forgive people. She didn't even fight with Marge. He's just like trying to set her up for failure. It's like he's trying to like gaslight her so badly. Ugh, I can't take it. He's so ridiculous. David, I'm not even like I kept literally watching his Patreon and comment because I needed him to respond. I wanted him to just say, hey, I'm not having a live show. You're all fucked. I mean, you're screwed out of the land tickets. You're screwed out of this, but he didn't. As far as Zach and Adam, they're both toxic and they're both assholes, and I will not support either one of them because I should have stopped supporting them a long time ago, and I did. But watching what they're doing and to attack Dana like that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, dude, I don't know that person. But then again, how do you really know people if you don't really like live in the same? You know, talk to them like it. You know, how do you really actually know people? Like I said, Shay, I'm saying. What else is there any other wars going on? We saw the divorces. Oh my God, Jeannie Mai. Oh my God, Jeannie Mai and Easy. What happened? Why are they? I thought that they were so in love. That freaked me out. That really freaks me out that then it's a real done deal. Like, they're done. And then Hugh Jackman's getting a divorce. I heard some things about him and The Rock. Allegedly, The Rock and Hugh Jackman allegedly, which is fine. Do your thing. That's your thing. That's your thing. But then I find out Hugh Jackman's getting a divorce. And I'm like, what? Oh my God, maybe it's true. Yeah. And then, yeah, I just, you guys are going to love this. I just started watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, or the one with Martell on it, because I started getting prosperity. I'm getting into her chats, and I started getting like, I'm listening and getting all into the Kiki stuff. Oh my God, I'm going to start talking about that show. I cannot, I'm only on season 1. They told me to watch all 6 seasons of them. And it was Santavia. Santavia is in there and she's like, you gotta watch it. Come back to me. She's like, you're gonna have to DM me. And I'm like, I can't get into my DMs. I'm so embarrassed. I'll probably have to email you. I'm like so lost. Yeah, but like, that's fine. I think nowadays, maybe back then they're all trying to hide it. But like, nowadays, who cares? If that's what you're worried, if you're worried, like, you know, yo, what? Shay, did you just tell me this? Did you just find this out? Did you just find this out? Did you just find this out? Shannon Beador got a DWI in a hit and run last night. I haven't been on it. Ooh, oh, ooh. Do we want to watch it? Do we want to pull it up? Do we want to do a separate live about it? Oh my effing God. She hit a house. I'm freaking out, guys. Sorry. Sorry, I'm on live. Sorry, I'm screaming. Sorry, I'm screaming. Sorry, I'm screaming. Sorry, I'm screaming. I got the chills. Shannon, did anybody get hurt? I hope nobody got hurt. Please tell me nobody got hurt. Please tell me nobody got hurt. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm sorry. Siri, hey Siri. I don't like TMZ. Hey Siri, please pull up door getting a hit in Newport Beach, California.
Please pull up anything about Shannon Beador getting a hit and run last night. Check it out.
She had her dogs with her. She put her dogs in danger. She put her dogs in danger. Okay. What are you, Teresa? Not a legend. Oh my effing God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's in trouble. No. Oh, no. Shannon. I can't play this because I'm not allowed to play this one. Why? So I pulled it. You know what she pulls up? Siri pulls up a podcast that I can't even listen to. I'm not going to pull it up on that one. Oh my God, Shannon Beador. My God. Oh my freaking. Is she in jail? She got a DWI, right? Tell me she didn't go to jail. I'm pulling it up right now. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to read it. I found one I can read. Oh my God. It came out an hour ago. Oh my God. I'm going to read from Us Weekly. Get the. Okay, PK. Okay, Shannon Beador. Shannon Beador was arrested for a hit and run under the influence after a harrowing incident in Newport Beach. 60 years old she is, Beador. Oh, shit. I'm going to read it right now. Beador. She was booked for the two misdemeanors after driving. Misdemeanors can put you in prison now. Misdemeanors after driving erratically through the California beach town on Saturday night, September 16th. According to TMZ, the Bravo star allegedly drove her car into a residential property and then clipped the house. The outlet reported that she readily parked the vehicle in the middle of the street before getting out with her dog in a supposed attempt to make it appear that she had blown. Oh my God. She wouldn't, and she lied. Newport Beach confirmed to TMZ that Beador was cited and released without bond. Her car was Yo, that is some. Is that how it is in California? Are you guys getting away with a lot of shit out there? It's been a difficult year for Beador, who slipped from her longtime boyfriend, John. Yeah, you know why? I heard that she's an alcoholic, and so is he, and that was the problem. That's why they fought. We argued a lot. She exclusively told Us Weekly earlier this month. For now, we are just friendly, and that's where it's going to stay. She's lying. She needs him back. This is why she's doing this. I prefer not to have any bitterness, so that's good. Oh, God. In certain scenes, it's clearly that it was hard in our relationship. Why Beador has repeatedly denied having a problem with alcohol. Over the years, her castmates have. This is going to be something that Bravo is not going to do anything about. Not that it's their problem. Anyway, there's a huge problem. I don't care if Shannon wants to say she has a problem with alcohol or not. I'm not here to judge anybody and diagnose anybody. This is Gina. Anybody but her, that and her drinking is a problem for everybody else, Gina says, who pleaded guilty to her own DUI charge in 2019. She's going to have a field day with Shannon with this one. You know she is. Because she tried to say Shannon was like bringing up the worst parts of her. Blah, 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 blah. Gina, go away. Gina, take a seat. Oh, boy. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Wow. Wow. Not some shit to talk about. We might have to do a separate. Oh, my effing God. Well. I was just saying yesterday that the Bravo verse seems a little boring right now. All right. Well, there you have it. Shannon Beador. Not that I, look, I think that's why her and John fell out. I think that they fought too much. I think that Shannon has a lot of issues. A lot. And I think that a lot of it has to do with David. I don't know about her childhood. I don't know what this alcohol. I feel like maybe this has gotten worse over the years. I'm not going to blame Bravo like Bethany thinks it seems to want to do. Yeah. Bethany here, I think. You know what? The thing is, it's not a charge, it's not a fireable offense. You know what I mean? It's just an issue with alcohol. And maybe, you know what? There's an issue there because she tried to run. It's not like she tried to she said, "Oh, I had a drink and I clipped this house. I'm going to sit here on the scene." Yeah, she's high functioning. I'm a high functioning alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic. I smoke pot. I'm a high functioning pothead. I mean, some might beg to differ. I mean, I think I'm functioning. I'm a little ill right now, but all right, guys. I don't want to make this too long because I'm trying to get. But listen, on Friday, Aaron, I thought you were in. Are you in Disney? I think Aaron's in Disney. Aaron's that's what a healthy podcast breakup looks like. We're still going to be there. So Friday, I'll be back. I'm going to make the thumbnail. I'm going to schedule it. I'm going to try to go get my ID so I can get back at Instagram. I cannot lose that Instagram. It's the only one I've ever had. I've never had any other social medias, and the ones I've had, and I'm not about to lose them. It took me this long to get where I hate to say this word, followers. I just hate that. I don't like that I feel like I need that, but I feel like that's where all my subscribers come from. My new ones, they come from me advertising my stuff. I just want my Instagram back. I'm going to have to somehow get my old number connected to an Android phone because I don't have that anymore. I have iPhone. I changed my number. It's a fucking problem. And I am freaking Shannon Beador. Well, hey, I don't listen. I said OC sucks. Okay. I just want Shannon. No. I want the new Jen and the new Ryan. I want to know about that. That will save the show for me. Heather can go to Beverly Hills, get rid of Erica, replace her with Heather. Heather can from OC to go there because she doesn't belong in OC anymore. She's just and Tamara can go. Tamara can just go. Tamara can just go because she's nobody's friend. And Gina can go and Emily can go. Maybe Emily can stay if she starts to be nice. Jesus Christ, I feel like Archie's her freaking sounding board. Archie will be devastated to have to leave her, and she put him in danger. And he could possibly he's older, and for him to be taken from her over something she did is sad and sick. And that, I hope they didn't take her. She's got problems, and the kids need to take the dog from her because what she did afterwards is the problem too. You can have a drink in a restaurant and drive home, get pulled over, and get a DWI. But what she did is an alcoholic. That's a drunk. She is an alcoholic and a drunk. Okay? And that's drunk. That's alcoholic and drunk moves, what she did. She didn't just clip a house and stay on the scene. She tried to act like she was walking her damn dog. Allegedly. So maybe the cops are like, she's got enough problems. If we give her this, and she's in. But again, she's not learning anything. You guarantee she's going to say, I don't have a problem with alcohol. Because now, look what happened. Oh my God. Look what happened with Luann. What did Luann do? She went with the jail. She had to stop drinking on probation. Shannon got a misdemeanor. Again, misdemeanors are pretty bad. You can go to prison over a misdemeanor. But, wow, dude. And listen, I hate when people say, oh, somebody said about John Fuda getting sober because he has money and the other one did, and his ex-girlfriend didn't. Sobriety is free. So that's bullshit. Sobriety is free. And, addiction doesn't discriminate, either to substance abuse, and sobriety is free. So again, Shannon, you have a problem. And her buying her way out of this issue that she just had. This could be what she did should put her in jail. She should learn a lesson from this. At 60 freaking years old, you don't clip houses drunk with your dog and not know what you're doing. And you don't do that at 60 and say you don't have a problem. And getting a misdemeanor is just literally not going to make you be accountable. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Because look what they did to PK. Why did PK, okay, this is going back to last year. Why was he able to sit at the police station, take another breathalyzer when he's there for 3 hours and sober, and then get a freaking ride home? Not call his wife though, not tell her. He was clearly drunk because he got taken to the police station and wasn't allowed to drive his car. He didn't get charged with DWI though. PK gets sent home. He gets driven home. And then he called, of all people, Mauricio, not his wife. Sneaky Mauricio. Which now we all know why. Now I suspect that was some shit they did. Yeah, exactly. Showing up acting like, and then I was like, leave Gina alone. She's boring. She's sit the fuck down. But like Shannon, you got, but Gina was like, oh, she's making the bed. She's making fun of me, and that's when I was a drunk. Blah blah blah. She's dressing up like me because that's when I was a drunk, and it's like, that's what wasn't she doing though? But like, yeah, but now you can shut the fuck up about Gina's DWI. Like, listen, you hit a freaking house. That's a felony. Just saying. My ass will be still in prison. Jail, not prison. My ass will be in jail. If I hit a house and I did all that on September 16th, this is the 18th, my ass will still be in jail. I wouldn't get a bond. I would probably have to wait. I would probably see the judge this morning and be out, but still. Nothing is going to make her stop drinking. And that's why she lost John. I believe her husband was an abuser. He wasn't, whatever he's doing to Leslie, he's doing. But I feel like her relationship with John, breakup was, she lost him. Her daughters come out actively and say, I'm scared to be in a relationship because I don't want it to end up like yours. Like, I'm not, listen, you can call me, tell me I have a substance abuse problem because I smoke a lot of pot, whatever. I'm not out clipping houses. I'm not making anybody else's problem. I really don't have a problem with people doing drugs and alcohol. It's when the actions on the drugs and alcohol, it's when you act like a liar and you act like when you're a thief, a liar, and you put people's lives in danger, you make it society's problem. That's what a drug problem is to me. To me, I had a drug problem in my 20s and 30s. If I want to do drugs now, it's not a problem for anybody because it's not going to, my bills are more than paid. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from. I can smoke this pot. It's legal now. But even when it wasn't, I was at the point where I could do that shit. So I'm not a hypocrite. When you clip houses and shit, that's a problem. So, and Annie Hash, that was, man, like, yes. That was something that, like, what a freaking accident with Anne Heche. She hit that house and she could have got out, but it blew up instantly. It caught fire. What if she would have hit somebody's? What if somebody's in that goddamn house? Are these police not thinking of what could have happened by her hitting that house? She could have really, really hurt somebody really bad. That was not a misdemeanor. I'm sorry. Like, but then, who am I? Because when I was ripping and running, I had all of my charges ended up being misdemeanors, like the major big one. But like all of my drug charges being caught in Camden were, I would get loitering. That's a misdemeanor. So who am I to say who's supposed to get what? But I'm not, again, it was in my 20s, not when I'm 60. So there's my point. I can say that because I'm still, I stopped doing this shit like years ago. Putting people's lives in danger and taking from others and making it society's problem if I did. Clearly you guys say I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not on here acting like a drug addict. I'm just a flake no matter what. I smoke pot. I'm like this either way. This is me. You guys, most of you know that by now. Especially all the people that are watching. You guys have been watching me since I was on Adam. It's been 3 years almost. My channel's been almost a year and a half, and then almost a year and a half on Adam's channel. And that's why I get really, when I talk about it, I get really upset. I get angry because they don't know me shit. They never did. And I don't know, I guess I wasn't. And how do you come to the state? How do you come to where I live? After New York, like, how do you come back to where I'm at and not even call me? That's the thing. Like, that's what, BravoCon is what did me in with Adam and shit. That's where I got started to get hurt. But then again, I'm nobody, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to see me. We don't have to link up. I didn't want to be at BravoCon. I wanted to be in the area. I just wanted to be where everybody else is. There's 30,000 people that love reality TV. Of course, I want to be in the mix. I don't care about what's going on in BravoCon, actually inside of it, because we watch it on people's lives. That wasn't the thing, It's just all of us all being together, people that we know. It's a good time to be together. Everything that was happening outside of BravoCon was the magic part, was the rooftop bars and all that shit. That's fun enough. You don't have to spend $3,000 to get inside BravoCon. Just go to where it's at. And again, when they don't give content. They don't care about us. Content creators get nothing. You don't get a package. We don't get any space. We don't get, even if I were a podcast, you get nothing. Bravo, you pay for everything with BravoCon. You get no respect, nowhere to charge your phone, nowhere to sit down and do interviews, just nothing. So I'm not going to BravoCon, in case anybody wants to know. If it was here again in New York, in Jersey, I would go. I'm so close. I would go. But I'm sure as hell not going to fly out there and pay that kind of money in an area I don't know. If it was here, yeah, I don't know that area. I feel very, I wouldn't, I just really wish it was coming back to New York because I want Caroline's is like amazing. Joe did a show, Joe Gorga, even though I left early. Just all that outside the rooftop bars, the hotel, the motel, like everybody was just there. Everybody was there. All of us in one big place, like there's not many of us that like can understand why we talk about reality TV 24/7. People talk Sports Center 24/7, right? We talk about reality TV. There's space for it. All right, it's been an hour and a half. I've been rambling. Lemire, thank you so. I guess I'm saying your name right. Terry, everybody that's here. I see you guys on Twitter. I am going to get back on my Instagram so everybody will see more of my thumbnails. All right, I'm going to make our thing. Aaron, there's so many. Whose side are you on? I said, we did so good last year. I was crying. I was watching all of them last night. I couldn't figure out. I was trying to make an intro for us, but there's so many, and we're so cute. And I'm really excited to bring it back and do it. And I'm excited that I made a decision because I'm looking at 2 podcasts and a YouTube channel. I can barely do a YouTube channel. And who am I to think who am I to get 2 podcasts? You don't even know. It was for what? No, I don't need to. I'm just going to do Whose Side Are You On? And listen, it is going to be on the same platform as Housewives and Headlines. I'm not taking that one down. It's just going to sit there. And I have a whole separate streaming that platform, Buzzsprout, Whose Side Are You On will do it to all of the Spotify, Apple, and all that. And it'll be there this weekend. It's already there, just doesn't have any episodes. But I will upload some episodes when me and Aaron get started. And then I'll have some guests after that. And Whose Side Are You On is going to be really fun. We're going to do like a rapid fire stuff. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff on Friday. Aaron, I'm just letting you know now. But I'm probably going to color coordinate our bows again, our outfits like we did last year. Because I miss her. All right, guys. And thank you for the kind words. I do. I feel that way about myself because, I know I'm flaky. But, am I that hard to work with? Am I that hard to collab with? I could be. I don't know. I was practicing. I have ADHD, I do better probably on my own, but I have discussions. I have a hard time. I have no confidence, but whatever. Me and my red hair. Nobody mentioned my red hair today. I actually hate it. I did it this morning and I actually don't like it. All right, guys, I got to go. I want to clarify something when I talk about it. I'm going to edit that part out that I said about Posh not being safe. I want to reverse that. I don't want to. I'm not trying to say that Kim D would put on a show or in any way make it unsafe at all ever. I'm talking just about a certain party that might be there. I would feel unsafe if he was there, but that's my problem. She would never ever put anybody in danger, and I just want to clarify that. That's what I was talking about. And please go to her Patreon. I did link it in my last thing. Please, it's $10. She's just as good as Dana because she knows everything about Jersey. So everybody that was saying they're going to miss me talking about Jersey, just go right to Kim, listen to Kim because she knows just as much as I do, even more, and is willing to talk about it. And she doesn't, it doesn't affect her like it affects me. So it doesn't drain her as much as it drains me. And she knows stuff. And she's so listen, she is the show. She is, her Patreon already has 60 or 70 people in it. That's amazing. And David wasn't paying her anything. And that's what he was getting 60 or 70 comments. I know. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad. And I'm going to make sure this is my third one in 4 days. That's a lot for me. I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep this going, And I hope that Whose Side Are You On is more interesting. It's not a recap, obviously. I was a little flaky today, but I will have it together and I will have it together. Any more topics? I just, like I said the other day, I am not down for that. Listen, I don't need to be I don't need to have any toxicity on me, people wishing me harm. I say what I say and that's it. I just don't believe in taking other content creators down, especially when you're friends with you. I just don't understand that. Dana's a single mom and I don't know why Zach thought he's just so angry at her. It's not really her that he's mad at. He's really just angry with that. You know what I mean? So she's a single freaking mom. She fights enough to get respect in the community. You know what I'm saying? It just really made me mad to hear what he did and then to hear him talk about her like that. And then to hear what Adam had said to Zach. I don't like that either because neither of it's okay. None of it. I'm on Justin's side as far as it's Justin and Heather. Stop watching her too. So, and please go subscribe to Kim Day on Patreon, and hopefully she'll be on YouTube and stuff too. And please go subscribe to our Dana, the real Dana Wilkie, the one that actually has the tea and actually you want to talk about, and she doesn't over talk. She actually tells you the truth and actually brings receipts and actually doesn't just repeat. Like Dana Wilkie doesn't take the tea and just repeat the tea. She doesn't repeat things that everybody else is talking about. She actually knows what she talks about, the stuff that's relevant, and then she tells you the actual story with the real story in her, but she makes her own story out of it. She doesn't repeat people's opinions. Okay. So if you want to talk about somebody's platform and say, this Dana actually, this Dana is so much better than that Dana. How? That Dana's just repeating the thing too. Nobody, if you want to really go there as that person, Zach, okay, you really want to go there. What you said at the end of Fentanyl is just bullshit. And I'm so glad that I got out of that stream. Like I got out of that because I wanted to say something. I don't know that other Dana. I actually was I was watching her, the other Dana. I'm not going to say I was watching the other Dana. And she does. She really does. And she fights for respect, and she fights for, she had to take her fucking podcast and put it all on Patreon because everything he did was she lost money. Okay. So she had to stop literally going because she doesn't get paid by, a podcast company. Patreon is where her money is. And he made it, her comment section was filled with negativity. And it was all pro him. And I could not, and it wasn't people that were just doing it for him. She said she had DMs proving that he had sent people these DMs and asked them to do it. And it just made me sick. And then for the other one to chime in, the other Dana, the fake Dana to chime in. Who are you? Dana Wilkie belongs here, and just like everybody else. And she's been here for a long time. And she actually talks about shit that's relevant, like everybody else. But she actually and she actually tells you backstory and all stories, the whole story, both sides, all of it. She doesn't just go to like Us Weekly and report a story. I do that. And, you know what I mean? But I'm not going after it. Just the whole thing. You guys know what I mean? There's just no room for the anger. I don't get it. I could be flipping out on this person about that person. The other podcast where I had that broke up, the other breakup I had that was I tried to make healthy and she's obviously doesn't support that. So I'm making it healthy. I'm telling you to support her. I don't like that shit at all. I think it's ridiculous. We're all here to talk about reality TV. I don't try to monetize. Maybe that's where it goes wrong for them, and they lose the money and money. They need, that's their job, and I have so much respect for that because they hustle. They hustle all day long. I'm lazy, and I wish I could hustle like they do, and I wish I could do as much as they do. She knows everybody too. Exactly. I wish I had their drive, but then for somebody to have that, to do all that work, and somebody try to take it from you, and knowing how hard it is. Fuck you. No, I'm not for it. And now it makes a lot of shit make sense. And I'm just kind of glad I didn't have it on Instagram this week because I don't know if I would have, me and Zach, I would probably have said some things to him. And he doesn't give a shit. He don't give a shit. If he cared about me, he don't give a fuck about me. I'm nobody to him. So if he could do that to Dana, imagine what they could do to me. Imagine what they're saying shit about me. I'm nobody, I just can't. Dana deserves to be there. She deserves her platform. She deserves to charge for it. The fact that she has to go behind the wall now and just to make her money because somebody wants to take her platform or somebody that literally knows how it feels because he claims that the other two did that to him. What? No, God, please. And again, guys, they can go after me for that. Go after me all you want. I'm not demonetized because I'm not monetized. Whatever. If I fought 2 years and a half to get as far as I'm not even that far yet. It just, if you could do that to them, and if David did, look at David did, fuck you, dude. Nah, Kim came out on top. Dana will come out on top. Zach will still come out on top because Zach that's the thing. He didn't, he's already not famous or, you know what I mean? He does so well already. So what really was he losing? What really are you angry about? What are you really, when he got attacked by Adam, I was like, wow, that's vicious. You don't, where's that anger coming from? Maybe they know things we don't know. Maybe Adam and Jason saw that side of Zach that we didn't see. And maybe that's why they acted like that. That's all I can think of. Because it made no sense to me. Aaron's saying nothing. I know we're being quiet, Aaron, and that's fine. But it's just unnecessary. Like I said, if they could, if you guys if they could be that nasty to people that they were friends with and know, oh my God, I fight so hard just to get, that's her. Oh God, no, yeah. Nope. Yep. Pretty gross. It really is. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron's like, all right, Krista, time to hang it up now. I know. Yeah, I'll stop. I probably have to edit the last 40 minutes of this one out. But. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I'm hungry. My husband's trying to call. And yeah, it's been a lot. Okay, so yeah, who started you on? Look for our thing for Friday. I'm going to make it today. I'm going to schedule it. Aaron, I love you. If you're in Disney, have fun. I think you should be in Disney. I don't know why you're messing with me right now, or not messing with why you're like you should be able and enjoying yourself. I don't think you came home yet, or you're not there. I don't know, but have a good time. I hope you're having a good time. We're gonna have to color coordinate too. Okay, I love you guys. I will see you soon. If you have, please try to get. I have Facebook DM. Like I don't have an install Facebook, but I have Facebook. Can't get the Instagram. I'm gonna try. It's my fault. I feel like Joe's face. I didn't have ID. I fucking literally don't have my real name. Like I don't have my actual. I need my actual name, government name on my ID that's real, and I have to show them it's me. Who would have thought that I would have to do that? I'm completely off the radar. I'm not even a Miller. Like I'm not. You guys don't even know my real last name. It's crazy, and I have to do all that. And that on Instagram, it's reality. That I don't even have my. I don't even have my real names on there. I don't know. So crazy. Okay. I probably have ran too much. I love you guys. You guys know me. Okay. Look, I'm saying this stuff with a smile on my face. You know what I mean? I'm not negative, I'm not being toxic. I'm saying it with a smile. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. People used to call me angry, the angry blogger, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, they saw this and they're like, she's not angry. She's just matter of fact. I'm just saying it with a smile on my face. I swear. Once the devices go down, I don't give a fuck about these people and their problems. You know what I'm saying? Like other franchises. Sometimes the one over here affects me, but Jesus Christ, that's not me. I stay behind my gates. Thank God for this privacy fence. Thank God. People are still stupid enough to. You don't even know. You guys know I feel love coming to my house. I stay behind the wall. You see what I have in my backyard? That is my peace. If you haven't, I'm going to post the pictures on my thing because I am so proud of my yard. I really am. It's my place of peace. And people try to literally pop that bubble, that pot-filled, peace-filled bubble I have back there. It really aggravates the shit out of me. Me too. I did. It's disappointing. I'm sick over it. When I saw with Dana, he did the Dana, and I saw the proof of it. I don't have to talk. I don't even have to prove it to you guys, but I was sick. She actually got physically ill. Like not like she has a cold, like from all toxicity. I am just it broke my heart. I almost cried. I cried. Okay. It made me cry because these are the people I really, really did not see that side of him ever. I didn't see that ever coming out of him. It just really hurts me to see that because I don't know, something made him not angry, and it had to be the things that Adam and Jason have done. And then again, why did Adam and Jason act like that to him? What did they see? Like, wow, man, is it really worth all this? Like, for what? Nobody's any more ahead than the other. It just makes me really sad. And I really, I will talk about all this stuff that everybody else talks about and stuff. And that's my opinion. They don't, I have nothing, what else? I really don't have that much to lose. I lost their friendships, I lost their support, and I don't know why. But the things I'm saying now is after, and Aaron, and you guys all know, I have never said anything about them. Even how hurt I was talking to you guys privately about it. I cried privately, still supported them publicly, both of them. But look at the way they're acting. So it's like, yeah, I'm pissed. You guys unsupported me for unfucking reason. I don't know why. I have a channel. Why am I, you know what I mean? Whatever, but like I'm saying how I feel because look how toxic they are to each other, and like Jesus Christ, now it makes sense. I was like, I must mean zero. I'm like in the negative. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get supported to get unsupported. To unsupport a platform like they do with people and like be so toxic. That's one thing. But like, I can't even get supported to get unsupported. So whatever. Yeah, I guess probably hang this up. All right, I love you guys. I said this a million times. Please like, subscribe. Sorry, I went off on my tangent. All right, delete some of it. That's how I feel. And yeah, I just feel, like last year with there was that community with Jersey was so toxic. The social media part was so toxic. Everybody was like hateful, and like you can't even say one thing and you got attacked. And it really puts me in, like, I almost lost my Facebook again for being like commenting back and getting banned and shit for talking the way it got me in trouble again. And funny thing is, I got all this start. I literally got, when the Harsh Reality got a fight with Teresa Giudice years ago. That's why Harsh Reality is not here, my evil twin. It all can, it's like, I just will not engage in it anymore. Yeah. Stupid me to go to Posh Fashion Show. I want to go because I want to go. I want to go to the Posh Fashion Show. I just want to go. I'm tired of not going to things. I'm tired of hiding behind people. I don't have Adam 6 foot out and that little 5 foot me to hide behind anymore. Like, I don't know who I'm going to hide behind now. You guys know I do that. I hide because, I'm so short and little. I got to hide at New York. I get to hide at BravoCon. I hid behind them all them, and they're not here anymore. Right? Everybody now I feel maybe it was a gift for me not to have my Instagram this week or this week, and really for the last 2 weeks, because that's where I would get in most of my trouble. If I would start arguing back, or like if I saw people commenting about team this one and I decided to put my opinion in and I go back and forth, that's where I would get in trouble with the Instagram. And I probably would have been like the fake Dana. I'm gonna call her the fake Dana. Yeah, all right. I know I'm getting messages to stop talking. Okay, I see. I get it. I'll stop talking. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being there and listening, Mimir. Please come back. Please. I promise it won't be like this ever. This is from now on. We're all gonna be love and light. Yay. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I'm gonna go. I'm getting messages telling me to hang. Yeah, you guys can see what people. I know how this appears. I know I'm a ranting lunatic right now. I see that. I know. You don't got to tell me. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Goodbye. Oh, Krista.